Coot Decoys, do you need them? Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jebediah. Today we're gonna do a two-part video. First question is asking, Coot Decoys, do you need them? Are they important? How do they work? Second question we're gonna ask is, what is the best one for you? There's a couple different manufacturers. I have a couple different examples here with me. We're gonna go over just to see which one might you wanna pick if you're gonna go with Coot Decoys at all. So let's get into that first question. First off, do you need a Coot Decoy? Or do you need a lot of them? Now that question primarily is gonna be answered by where do you hunt? Now I hunt in Central California, and where I'm at, there is thousands of these guys all over the place because one, we have a pretty good wetland habitat here, and two, nobody shoots them. So they reproduce and no one's knocking them off. So for me, where I hunt, I see a ton of these guys. Years ago when I first started hunting, I read a news article or magazine article labeling Coot Decoys as confidence decoys. Now what they mean by that is it helps ducks, mallards, green-winged teals, spoonbills, whatever you're hunting, gadwall, widgeon, pintails, it helps them feel safe because in their natural habitat, as they're migrating north to south, they see tons of these guys, and usually when they see them in huge rafts, hundreds or thousands of these guys sitting on the water. So if a duck sees a spread where there's a dozen mallard decoys, 6 drakes and 6 hens, after a while it starts to realize I usually, or my friends usually, die when they go to those spots. So confidence decoys like coots can be great in helping you turn the corner and helping ducks coming in feel safe. Now, I have a couple of them here. I have, I think, only a dozen right here in front of me, but I hunt a river. And so like I said, when I'm out hunting in my boat, there is hundreds and thousands of these guys on the river. So for me, half of my decoy spread that I put out is coots. Half. Now, let that sink in a little bit. That means I have intermixed with mallards and pintails and gadwalls and spoonbills and green-winged teals and stuff, these guys, just these black blocks sitting on the water, because it helps ducks feel safe when they're coming in. And if they can get a little bit closer, I have a little bit better of a chance. Okay, now a second question we're gonna answer is which one might be better for you? Now I know there's a couple different companies that make different Coot Decoys. I have 2 examples here in front of me. One is made by Tanglefree, this guy, and the other one is Higdon Outdoors, which is this one. Now on the surface they look pretty similar. If you can compare though and you get close, you'll see that the Higdon one is a little bit smaller. There's also some other differences between them. This has less detail in the Tanglefree one. There's less white. The white pinstriping that they do for the feathers is fainter, as well as it has an all black beak with, or all white beak with only a little bit of black on the end. Whereas this Higdon one is smaller. The white stripes are more noticeable and there's more of them, the feathering. And what they've added on the end of the beak is not a black spot, but a yellow spot. Other than that, I would say they're pretty similar. Now for me, I like the Tanglefree ones a little bit better because they're about 30% larger. Now they're more expensive. These guys go for about 45 bucks for a half dozen. The Tanglefree versions go for about 55 bucks for a half dozen, so they're a little bit more expensive, but they're bigger. And for me, I'm only getting these guys so that they can be seen. That's it. I only want them to be seen from far distances to attract ducks to come and feel a little bit safer coming in. When they come in, I have other decoys here. These are Avian X top flight flocked head mallard decoys. These are the guys that are finishing the job to let those ducks come a little bit closer into gun range so that I can get a chance at them. But the 2 here I have, like I said, the Higdon Outdoors, Tanglefree. These are both good examples. I would prefer Tanglefree just because they're a little bit bigger, as well as their foam, or actually not foam, the rubber is a little bit better, I feel like, in this one. The paint on the Tanglefree one is actually a little bit better too. It's resisted scratching and held up better. But either one's gonna do the job. If you don't have confidence decoys, if you don't have coots in your spread, if they're in your area, you need to get them. They will change the game. As like I said, half of the decoys that I put out are coots. So use confidence decoys. We'll see you later.